What is up, guys? JayFerGaming here, and welcome to my highlights of F1XL Season 7, Round 7. That was quite difficult to say. The Canadian Grand Prix, we got there in the end. If you haven't seen previous highlights, then go and check them out. Last time out was in Austria, and it was pretty horrific for me. Ended up finishing dead last, and I'm hoping for something better. Canada's one of my best tracks, so I'm hoping for hopefully a podium. And the pace was proven in qualifying. I am known to be a pretty poor qualifier. Usually end up in like 8th, 9th position. But yeah, 3rd position, not a bad session. Only 2/10 off the pole sitter Vidal. As RB2's 21 seconds off the pace. How is that even possible? But we've ended up in 3rd. Our teammates sadly down in 12th. But I'm looking forward to a great race ahead. Hopefully it's dry. We don't want any rain. And make the most of this great starting position. And it turned out that it was a very sunny day. Perfect conditions for a fantastic Grand Prix ahead. In qualifying, 2nd place Sigma are actually disconnected. So you know what that means. I am on the front row of the grid. And it's been a while since I've been on the front row, I must admit. So I have a shot at taking the lead into turn 1. It's going to be tricky, but I'm obviously going to go for it. So I've got Blue Flame just behind me, and then Vidal just ahead. So this race, remembering back to 2014, was a one-stop. So I think it's pretty much a one-stop once again. Options to around lap 15, and then primes to the end. And now, on the grid, the lights are building up. I have a great chance of getting a great result, and away we go! And we've got a decent start for once, and we're just behind Vidal. We're looking around the outside trying to outbrake him, but no, there's nothing. You're not going to gain anything from just diving up the inside there. So we've slotted into 2nd position. Looks like there hasn't been any incidents so far. Everyone's in a tight pack. And for once I don't corner cut the right part of the chicane, as I do pretty much on the first lap of every single Canadian Grand Prix. And we're coming through Sector 2, and it looks like someone's lagging behind. But yeah, we've maintained, and Originals has left already. He must have been the car that was involved in the initial incident. So yeah, we're just behind Vidal. We've got a slight gap to Dark Pred in 3rd, and he is our rival in the championship at the moment. He is in 3rd. I think Jelly's 4th, and I'm down to 5th at this point. So yeah, I'll be definitely looking to beat them in this race. So not a lot happened until lap 9. We're a couple of seconds behind Vidal. It's been like between 2-3 seconds, and we've been closing in the last few laps. So we've got some pretty good pace. Vidal is slowing down. What the hell's going on? Vidal has left. His car's still there though, so that doesn't make any sense. And we're about to take the lead. We are leading the Canadian Grand Prix. And I haven't led a race based on pace for quite a while. Yeah, it's been that long. So, this is amazing. It feels fantastic. I am in the lead. Fireman in 2nd place is about, I think, 3 seconds behind. We do have very similar pace, along with Blue Flame, who's following Fireman in 3rd. So this could be a great battle to the end. I don't know if strategy is going to come into it. Actually, it's only 2 seconds. Fireman is in the pits at this point, so that suggests he's going to be going for a 2-stop race. Jelly's just retired. So Swain. So I was getting very paranoid based on Codemasters games and online, and how destructive it can be in terms of lagging things and glitching cars and ghost cars. I wasn't sure what the hell was going on. Surely a load of cars retiring at one point suggests something's up. So with 9 cars left, a few have disconnected, a few have retired. So I was paranoid at this point. I didn't know if this was a genuine race, but I was always going to continue to the end. I mean, I'm in 1st place for God's sake. So lap 14, we'll be pitting on the next lap, but Agalos throws a spanner in the works by going for the undercut. He is pitting this lap. So it'll be interesting to see after I pit at the end of this lap where we end up compared to each other. And now on to lap 15. It is our pit stop window, so we're coming into the pits to put on the prime tyres for our only stop of the race. We have a 19-second gap to Agalos. I keep calling it Agalos, but he's Blue Flame these days. Come on! So putting on the primes. Need a decent stop from the guys. 2.4, pretty good. It is a short pit lane, so I think we're going to come out here He is on the start-finish straight, and we have indeed regained the lead. So we need to get these tyres up to temperature and build up a lead if we can. Because I nearly did it again. Blue Flame has some pretty good pace. I'm not sure where Feynman is actually. Based on clips after the race, I think he was involved in a couple of incidents, so that's unlucky for him. So it looks like it could be a battle between me and Blue Flame for the victory. On to lap 19, I'm setting the fastest lap of the race. I've got some pretty good pace on these primes. They're feeling pretty good, considering they are the prime tyres. And what's Blue Flame's reaction to that? Well, you might not have seen the message there, but he says he has left the session, so I think he's disconnected as well. What the hell is going on with this lobby? I mean, it took 15 minutes to set up this lobby because I couldn't enter the lobby and I was the only one. And now I'm leading the race. How ironic is that? So lap 24, look at the gap to Splazer. -5 seconds. So being my paranoid self with Codemasters and F1 Online, I thought, is there a ghost car that's 5 seconds ahead of me? So I just blitzed some laps. I wanted to make sure I got ahead of that time, just to make sure, and so I could take the victory. So on to the final lap. I mean, in this race, not a lot happened. I haven't had any wheel-to-wheel racing. But if I can take the victory, I definitely am going to, especially after the disaster in the previous race. So we're coming down the DRS straight. Oh, if this is a victory, then this is going to feel freaking awesome. And I'm going to be honest, it's bringing back memories from a few seasons ago. And I'm going to show you what the hell I am talking about right now.
They said he might never win a Grand Prix. He's done it!
Jam 92 racer,
Wins the
Canadian.
Grand Prix. Get in there!
A two-time champion who hasn't won for 42 races. That's nearly half of my F1XL career. But we're coming to the line. And we are taking the victory. Get that. Right, what is my teammate doing? Spinning across the line. I have taken the victory, but my teammate is getting taken out. And there's a car reversing over the line. Brilliant. F1XL is awesome. So that is confirmation that I have won the race and my teammate has finished third. A great race for the Williams team. Me and Warder have put in a pretty decent performance. We've avoided the carnage and the disconnections, and there we go. First race win in 42 races. Unbelievable. I know it's a game, but it felt awesome. Considering I've been with the league for so long, it's just great to get a victory after a long time off the top step of the podium. So there is the result. Splazer gets his first points of the season. And what a way to do it. Second place. That's his first podium in League One, so well done to him. My teammate finishing third. Good performance there. Feynman did beat him to the line, but obviously has a penalty. And the other finishers were Frozen. Speed down in 6th. That surprises me, actually. And RB2, who has been complaining about being very slow. I don't know what his problem was, but at least he got some points. The rest just didn't finish. So many disconnections and I think so many incidents as well. But that's been a fantastic race for me. Not the best wheel-to-wheel racing, if any, but still. So if you enjoyed that, please leave a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and I'll catch you in the next race highlights. Goodbye.